What's happening, gang? It's your boy Retro back again with another reaction video. Yeah. Boy, oh boy, we got one pack today, guys. So definitely strap in because this is going to be a wild ride. We've got the Fox News host and anchor, Jesse Watters, guys, going up against the big media network. Once again, I don't know what's going on here. I mean, we've seen Gutfeld, a little bit of last year into this year. We've seen Gutfeld going head to head. Looked like he was going down the same lines as Tucker Carlson almost, just straight off of the network. But he's calmed down. We've seen him, chill a little bit in the, the last couple weeks. Now we've got Jesse Watters, sparking some beef with the industry. I don't understand, what he's trying to get out of this. Maybe Jesse's trying to get him one of those independent deals and become an independent journalist away from, the big corporate giant. But he is now airing out their secrets. They don't like that. Airing out the secrets of Fox News media, guys. So I'm excited to get in the clip, see what's going on with Jesse Watters. We're going to get straight into it and I'll get my thoughts on the back end, guys. So definitely stick around until the end so you guys get my thoughts on the back end, guys. Also, YouTube, push this video out. Definitely stick around until the end. But yo, let's get straight into it, you guys. Before we do that, though, make sure you guys smash that like button and also hit that subscribe button, guys. We're on the road to the truth. Hop aboard for the journey. Let's get into it, y'all.
Jesse Watters brings up this weird Rasmussen poll on who actually supports Joe Biden. The answer will surprise you. And it also affects Fox News. He's sort of slamming his own bosses. Welcome to Doug in Exile. This is where the happy patriots hang out and march together all the way to Trump getting in the White House this year.
Trump's in the strongest position he's ever been as a presidential candidate. He's beating Biden by 6 points in the latest Reuters poll.
Okay, not to get persnickety, but that is ahead by 4 points, not 6 points.
And while the media tells us he's a raving lunatic who should be in a padded room, a new report shows that behind the scenes, his campaign's a well-oiled machine firing on all cylinders. Trump's team is lean and full of seasoned pros, setting Trump up for 4 years of beautifully organized upheaval.
But also his ground game is bigger and more organized, certainly more so than Biden's, because Biden's has no energy. We're going to get to a clip of him just decomposing before your very eyes. It's a horror.
Something voters have been begging for. Quote, if he were to win and run the White House like he has his campaign, he could reshape America and its government more quickly and in more lasting ways than he did during his first term. And that scares the heck out of the press.
Like Trump, Hitler was also viewed as a clown, a goon who could be kept in line.
This is a tantrum. Let them call him names. It means they're not playing an effective game that could actually beat Trump, because America's, we've heard this. By the way, they said this all the way back during Reagan, too. They said Reagan was Hitler.
Trump and people like him appeal to a group of Americans who hate the modern, multicultural, and increasingly liberal, secular society they live in.
I think that we're naive to think that he's tricking people into picking him and then surprise, he's going to act like a dictator. That's what he's selling, and that's what they are very eager to buy.
Anyone who gets things done in Washington has to be a dictator. We're so used to empty promises that the idea that a politician could get elected and deliver the policies that people voted for quickly and efficiently is so foreign that anybody who promises real change on day one has to be a strongman.
So we already know that Biden gets a pass and Trump gets called names, but they're just names, guys.
They sound terrified Trump might secure the border, stop crime, and drill. Now, if you believe you want to put America first, you're a Nazi, according to them. If you want America not first, you're a patriot. See, they're conditioning us to be ashamed of making our country great. Only the Nazis wanted a great country, I guess.
People don't buy it. The general public really is the real patriots. We love our country, and you love it. Even when things go wrong, you love it enough to reform it. It actually takes someone to love their country. Even when things are going wrong, you love it enough to fix them.
There's a massive effort to normalize this. You see the New York Times column say, well, the Trump people have a case. You see the head of J.P. Morgan Chase, the largest bank in the United States, saying, well, they're right about some things. You see reporters with Jason Miller in the Fort Des Moines Hotel. Reminds me of a bunch of German reporters in some Munich bar in 1935 saying, hey, Goring, he was an entertaining guy. I tell you what, he had some great stories. Nothing is normal about this at all.
Is it me, or do the Democrats know they're about to lose?
They have no other game. This is all they've got. They're in their death throes. It's like just the last convulsion of a dead corpse. They just go Munich, that James Carville clip. Look at that guy. Ming mo mao. This is Munich, 1933. Is it really? Every time I hear them say that, they're losing. And remember, it was just a few years ago that anyone who brought up calling someone that name online, the liberals would say, oh, that's reductio ad Hitlerium, meaning you're bringing it up and it never applies. And how dare you be so insensitive to the Jews? They're not worried about being insensitive to them now. Look how many of them they offended on the campus on Harvard, where they said from the mountains to the sea, get rid of these guys.
The press is so out of touch with the American people, they actually believe having a border's racist, preventing wars is dangerous, and high interest rates are great. They believe Biden's fine, but Trump's in cognitive decline.
Used to make beer brewed here. It is used to make the brew beer in this refinery. Oh, Earth Rider, thanks for the Great Lakes. I wonder what it's doing.
But my favorite thing about these clips, when Biden just mumbles and drools something out and no one can understand it, is how the audience is still programmed to laugh. You want to talk about dictators? Let's talk about dictators. That's one thing in common, is if someone didn't cheer loud enough in Munich, you were in trouble. Watch the people mourn in North Korea. If they don't cry hard enough at Kim Jong-un's father, Kim Jong-il's death, they would get thrown in prison. They force your emotions. So all these people know when Biden is done talking, whatever he says, blah, 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 you burst out laughing. Yay, don't send the police after me.
We told you Trump's beating Biden in the polls, except for one. One poll shows Biden has an 84% approval. With who? That would be the 1%.
Okay, this is that Rasmussen poll I wanted to tell you about. The group of people who most trust Biden and this administration are the very top 1%. People specifically, he didn't say it here, but I've read this study, and in it, it was people who made $150,000 or more and had a degree or an advanced degree. So the more advanced degrees you have, the more likely you're going to say that guy, that Biden who couldn't put two sentences together, you felt comfortable about. And Jesse Waters unpacked this a little bit, but elites feel good because they know they can work a system you can't. When their son, like Hunter Biden, is caught with a loaded weapon, is caught with cocaine use, is caught with a laptop full of felonies, they know they'll get away with it.
That's right. America's wealthiest East and West Coast media and tech executives with advanced degrees who run Wall Street, D.C., and Silicon Valley overwhelmingly believe Biden's the best. They decide what's on TV, whose bills get passed, which campaigns get funded. The dirty little secret is that the professional class makes money dismantling America and selling it off for scrap.
And that is a shot at Fox News. Media companies, he said, the people that tell you what to like and what to hear. Fox News is one of them. The whole Fox Corporation is one of them. The way that they act, they are in a bubble, the big city bubble, and in high rises with high salaries. And the View, the millionaires at the View, they never have to face the actual repercussions of their actions. So they have the luxury of being able to support a corrupt regime like Biden. It'll never come back to bite them.
Anyone against their vulture capitalism gets smeared with a scarlet letter. But wear it with a badge of honor, because their days are numbered.
And by the way, wear their scarlet letter with a badge of honor, just like when Fox News canned Tucker Carlson. Be proud that some people are willing to fire you, that elites, that you don't want to fit in with them. I did not fit in with them. They're like, Doug, you're on the outs. You talk a certain way. You act a certain way. Your values, you're on the outs. And so I went independent and I won. just like Tucker Carlson.
So it's kind of scary when all you want to do is make your country great again and they call you a Nazi.
Yeah, look, I cannot even tell you, Jesse, just how saddened I am by some of those clips that you just played. This country means everything to so many people, including my own two parents, who fought tooth and nail to escape the Soviet Union and to come here. This country means everything, not just to people like you and me who are physically here, but to people around the world for whom we are a beacon of light and of hope. The United States is the single greatest nation on the face of the earth because Americans wake up every single day ready to fight for the freedom of speech, thought, and expression, not for themselves, but for whom they disagree with.
I'm willing to fight for your freedom of speech, even if you disagree with me. That's what's great about us. This gal, her parents were under communist Russia, came to America and had her. They know what propaganda sounds like. And you know what's propaganda? Carville, Joy Reid, Jen Psaki, Rachel Maddow.
That's what makes us great. We are the greatest country on the face of the earth because we have fought for years now to remain united, despite any differences in politics or anything else. And shame on anyone trying to mess with that.
When your parents were in the Soviet Union under totalitarianism, did they experience the same type of propaganda that you hear in the media today?
100%. This is classic Soviet propaganda. It's let's divide our citizens so they're so distracted by their hatred for one another, they don't realize what the leaders are doing for themselves, their country, and their futures.
They want all of us separated and divided by externals. The amount of color in your skin, and maybe even some class warfare. That's their whole goal, is division, instead of looking at what unites us. And I'll tell you an example of something that unites us. If you're a parent, go talk to another parent, a liberal parent. They love their kids. You have the values of loving your family in common with most voters. And then where might you divide? It might be your intersectional identity.
I need people to understand that are listening right now, like you said, this kind of division benefits literally only the top, the elite, the 1%. It does not benefit anybody else. If anything, this division hurts us. The only way for us to rise above it is to do the opposite of what they want, to realize that our teachers, neighbors, even our family members are not the enemy, regardless even of who they want to vote for this November.
That's why even if you're going to vote for Biden, I'm trying to make a case to you to vote for Trump. But even if you vote different than me, you're not the enemy. That includes people that wanted to support DeSantis and Vivek Ramaswamy. I might have disagreed with them on their choice. We need to keep appealing to each other because it's going to be uniting with that 20% of never Trumpers that Trump's going to need to put him over the top and win. Remember, 40% Biden, 40% Trump, 20% in the middle. The one who wins, Biden or Trump, will be the one who can peel the most off the other guy. So I want to get some people over uniting with us.
The way to rise above this and to prosper as individuals and as a nation is to stand together against those who are looking at us, telling us they want us to be divided. They're fighting, they're working overtime to divide us. And the only way to beat them is to stand with those, even those we disagree with, and prove to them that's not the American way.
We've always had a division of certain ideologies, but the core principles, life, liberty, pursuit of happiness, are key.
Sorry to sadden you by the video clips, but we just had to get the message across.
We're going to win, don't worry.
We're going to win, don't worry. I love the happy tone at the end there, because we are going to win, and therefore, don't worry, but fight.
Yo, there we have it, guys. Coming from our friend Doug in Exile. Definitely going to be sure to leave that original video link down in the description box below. For those of you who want to go over there and check that out, also for you guys to go over there and show our friend Doug some love. Oh my goodness, you guys. I told you, Jesse Waters is dancing on that same fine line as Tucker Carlson, where he just revealed that poll of who actually is in support of Biden, who wants to see Biden stay in office, get another term. It's the elites, the elitists, the people that want to be able to control the world, control the United States. It's those figures that, we're seeing in the background, in the shadows, that are trying to, kind of puppet the United States and, be able to control their reality, control everyone else's reality, and make it into, theirs. I can definitely see why Jesse Waters upset the network a bit here when he started, exposing the elites and who actually wants to see Biden in office, because they were probably, amongst some of the people in that polling. Jesse Waters has rolled his media network underneath the bus with his statements and his polling because he didn't put any address on, the statements he made. He just said, these media networks are, big propaganda spewers. This is all propaganda, and they're trying to get people to be able to think one way. They don't want you to be able to think for yourself. And just like we said seen that clip with that lady, saying that, this is reminding her parents of, Soviet Union propaganda, the way they're trying to, control what's going on and control reality through the news. Oh my gosh, Jesse Waters sticking his neck out there again. I hope he, is ready for a plan B, because the network usually doesn't take liking when people try to, go up against him. You just don't deviate from Fox News' script. You have to, stay the course. And Jesse Waters, of course, Greg Gutfeld is one of the top, next to Tucker Carlson, with, going off script and, saying the truth, getting that out there for the American people, going against what Fox News wants you to hear. But Jesse Waters now stepping into that character. Let's not forget, Jesse Waters is the replacement for Tucker Carlson. So, I mean, it's only right that he follows in his footsteps and, kind of gets the truth out there for the American people, exposing these elites and who is really voting for Biden. Guys, definitely hop in the comment section. Let me know your thoughts on this. Who is actually going to, vote for Biden? These elites trying to, control the world, and, be able to get these scotch-free passes from, the Biden administration, similar to what Hunter Biden is getting. Similar to what the Biden administration as a whole is getting. Guys, definitely hop in the comment section. Let me know your thoughts on all this. Definitely make sure you guys also smash that like button. It does not cost a thing. Hit that like button for your boy. Also hit that subscribe button, guys. We're on the road to the truth. Hop aboard for the journey. I'll catch you guys on the next one.